Hello everybody, this is Mr. Varun from Cornerstone Martial Arts. Today is our teen and adult beginner class. You do not need anything special to participate in this class. If you have a karate uniform, great. If you don't, doesn't make a difference. You will need a little bit of space around you, and this lesson in particular, you'll be more comfortable if you're doing it on something soft. So if you're on a carpet, great. If you're on something soft and squishy like a puzzle mat, fantastic. If you're on hardwood floor, tile floor, this class might be a little bit uncomfortable since we're doing a lot of skills on the ground today. Okay? With that out of the way, let's get started. Base here. Yeah. Come on, start with our jumping jacks. We're going to do 25 jumping jacks. Get our bodies warmed up. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 25. Good. Down in push-up position. Today we're going to do push-ups all the way from the ground. I sometimes call these blast-off push-ups. So you're going to start with your belly flat on the ground, your hands on either side of you, and then you're going to launch yourself up to push-up position. And then lie all the way back down, and then blast off back to push-up position. Try to, when you come off the ground, to bring your whole body up together. Not one part of your body first, and then the other, but everything together. Let's try 5 blast-off push-ups. Go. Lie all the way down. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. When you're done, have a seat. Fifteen sit-ups. All the way down, all the way up. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. When you're done, put your legs apart. Reach up and down to your left side. Grab onto something, whether it be your ankle, pant leg, toes, ball of foot, grab something and hold. Now try and push your stretch a little bit farther. And switch, other side. And push it a little bit farther. I'm going to try and challenge yourself every time you stretch. That's the only way you get more flexible. And relax. Spread your legs out a little bit farther. And reach down to the middle. And relax. Pull your feet in, butterfly stretch. Hands on your ankles, elbows on your knees. Push your knees down the ground. Push your chest down the ground. The goal is, and most of us are not going to be able to do this, push our knees all the way to the floor, our chest all the way to the floor, and our feet all the way in next to our body. If you can do all 3, you're some kind of superhero. but just go in that direction. You should feel the stretch. If you're feeling the stretch, that means you're doing it right. And relax. Stand back up. Horseback riding stance. Legs apart, bend your knees, sit down low. One hand out, one hand in. Center punch, one hand comes forward, the other hand comes back, and right in the middle. My command, ready? Punch 1, punch 2, fast and strong. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, this time double punch. 1, 2, ready, go. 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 Switch your hands. Now the other one is punching first. Go. 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 And butto. And connect. And have a seat once again. Okay, I mentioned we're going to do a lot of skills from the ground today. First, what we're going to do is our back break fall. Now, falling is a skill, like a lot of other things. You can fall down in a fight if somebody pushes you, if somebody trips you, but also just walking down the street, practicing your karate on your own. Sometimes you fall over, especially with the more complicated kicks. Sometimes we fall, right? So falling safe is incredibly important. The most important part of our body we want to keep safe is our head. Now, our body is actually pretty good at keeping our head safe. When we fall, our body's natural reaction is to sacrifice other parts to keep our head safe. So your arm is probably going to shoot out. You might try and stop yourself in lots of different ways to keep your head safe. However, your brain is kind of selfish like that. It will readily sacrifice and break your arm to keep your head safe. Your brain might not know how good you are at break fall. So even if you are very, very good at falling safe, your body's natural response is still to shoot your arm out, even though there's safer ways to fall that's going to keep our head safe and the rest of our body. So we have to kind of reprogram our brain that way. So for the back break fall, first let's just practice getting used to this rocking motion. So you're going to tuck your chin into your chest. That way the back of your head isn't going to touch the ground. You're going to cross your arms across your chest, leave them there, and you're just going to rock back and sit back up. Almost like a sit-up, but we're swinging our legs. Again, rock back and forth. Back and forth. Make sure plenty of space. You're not going to bang your head on anything. Great. So now we add in the slap. The slap is only to prevent ourselves from going too far. If I rock back, eventually my head is going to touch the ground. Now, obviously, right now we're doing it from seated position. There's no way you're going to rock that far back. However, if you fall with a lot of momentum, like a real situation, eventually you're going to rock back and hit your head. So your goal is to slap at that last second right before your head touches to stop your body from going too far over. So I'm slapping with my palms right next to my body here. I cross tuck, I rock back, and then I slap the ground. Let's do it together. Cross, tuck, rock, and slap. Good. One more time. Cross, tuck, rock, and slap. Good. Practice a couple on your own. This time I'm not going to walk you through it. Go. Good, and time. Excellent job. So that's our back break fall. That's all we're going to practice with it today. There are more advanced versions that involve a little bit more momentum, a little bit more challenging. Now we're just going to leave it at that. That's the basic action of falling back, keeping yourself safe. So the next step in a self-defense situation, if we end up on the floor, is to stand back up. Unless you are highly trained in ground fighting, if you train in jiu-jitsu or anything like that, fantastic, you're going to be perfectly fine on the floor. However, myself, I prefer to punch, kick, block, or run away. So I'd rather be standing up on my feet to defend myself. So if I fall down, I have to be able to get back up safely. Now, obviously, this is for self-defense purposes. If you fall down walking down the street, you can stand up any which way you want. But if you're in a self-defense situation, there's a few things we want to keep in mind when standing up. Number one, we want to stand up quickly. Number two, we want to be able to keep our eyes on our opponent at all times. And number 3, we want to be able to keep our hands up to defend ourselves. Those are the 3 things we're going to practice with this kind of stand up. So from the seated position, you can just watch first, or you can try and follow along. I'm going to explain in more detail a little bit later. First, I get myself set up on the ground here, holding myself still with one arm and one leg. That leaves one leg free to do kicks. We'll get to that in a minute as well. And leaves this hand free to keep myself safe. I can block, I can strike. This hand is protecting me. Then I can stand up into a fighting stance position without ever keeping my eyes, without ever leaving my sight of my opponent. So let's walk through it a little bit slower. Take one hand and post on the ground. Take the opposite foot and post on the ground. So one hand and opposite foot. This hand is going to stay up, and this leg is straight for now. I'm going to use those 2 posts to pick myself off the ground, pick my butt up, and pull that other leg underneath of me. Then I can stand back up to a fighting stance position. Again, from seated, take one hand post, take the opposite foot post, pick your butt up, pull that foot under, and stand up. Now, of course, you can use your other hand to help, but ideally we keep it up for protection. That way we have something blocking our face. One more time, slow with me. Post one hand, post the opposite foot, pull that leg under, and stand up. Good. Now we're going to do it again, but with a retreat right away. So in this situation, I want to create space. Maybe I want to stand up and follow up with some techniques, in which case I wouldn't do it this way. But most of the time, I probably want to create some space between me and my opponent. So I'm going to post just like before, lift just like before, and then as I pull this leg, I'm going to pull it back behind me and then scooch back as I stand up. Try and create as much space as possible between me and my opponent. So this time I'm starting nice and close to the camera. You might not be able to see my legs, but that's okay. I'm posting, I'm pulling the leg under and back, and then scooching back right away, trying to create as much distance as possible. So a couple different variations on the same technique. Okay, let's practice a couple times on your own. I'm going to say go, and then you're going to execute the technique as fast as you can, okay? If you're still getting the hang of it, it's okay to take it a little bit slow and make sure you get all the steps in there. Ready, set, and go. Post, lift, pull under, and stand up. Good. So now, if you're getting the hang of it, work on speed. How fast can you go from a sitting position to a standing position? On your marks, get set, go. Good. Again, try and keep that one hand up the whole time if you can. Again, have a seat. Up and down, up and down. All right, on your marks, get set, and go. Nice, one more time. Last one, on your marks, get set, and go. Nicely done, and have a seat. Okay, so now I want to practice a little bit of kicking from the floor as well. Again, if you're more experienced in jiu-jitsu, judo, anything like that, you're gonna be more comfortable with grappling on the floor. If I'm on the floor, my goal is to use my legs to keep my opponent away, and then eventually get back up to that standing position. So I'm gonna practice some kicks from the floor. A lot of these kicks we do from standing as well, so they should look pretty familiar. First one we're gonna do is our side kick. So for this, I'm going to turn over onto my side. I can either be here on the side of my body, on my ribs, or I can lift just a little bit and prop myself up on my elbow. Keeping in mind, depending on what you're laying on, digging your elbow into the ground might not be very comfortable. So if you're on concrete, asphalt, this is not going to be very comfortable, and you're probably going to be better off on your side here. However, if you can lift with your elbow, you can see a little bit better, and your hand is a little bit more involved, okay? So I'm going to leave one leg. Let me get in position you guys can see. I'm going to leave one leg on the floor for now and just focus on kicking with this top leg. The primary kick we're going to do from here is our side kick. We're using our side kick to push them away and keep our distance. If they come too close, I kick them in the knee. All of a sudden, their mobility is compromised, and hopefully I'll have an easier time standing up. Or more likely, they're just going to keep their distance when I start kicking, and that's okay. That's hopefully going to give me enough distance so that I can stand up quickly. So from the side, on your side, on the ground, we're going to practice side kick with the top leg. Let's do 10 in a row. Ready? Side kick. Hana. Toe. Now real fast, make sure you're kicking with your heel. You want your foot sideways. Set. Net. Tatsu. Yasu. Ugo. Yoro. Aho. Yo. Very good. Now roll over onto your other side. And we're going to practice the same thing. Pick that top leg up. You bring your knee up towards your chest and then extending and pushing with your leg. A big chamber, that is bringing your knee all the way back, is going to help give you power in this technique because it's just a leg and we don't have our body weight behind it if we're on the floor. Make sure you're using your whole leg all the way back, all the way forward. Here we go. Side kick, other leg. Hana. Toe. Set. Net. Tatsu. Yasu. Ugo. Yoro. Aho. Yo. Excellent job. Go ahead and roll back over to the other side. Okay, now I want to practice the front kick from here. So the front kick, I want to be a little bit more forward. I can do it from this same position on my side or on my back, but I can also get over with my elbow on the ground and turn my body a little bit more forward this way, okay? So front kick, very similar. I bring the knee up towards my chest and push forward. Now, we can use the other hand to help give us even more power. However, keeping in mind, that means we can't defend ourselves. We're going to practice it this way, assuming if they're closer, we're going to do our side kick with our hand up here. And if they're farther away, we're going to do our front kick to get a little bit more distance and a little bit more power. So I'm going to put both my hands on the ground here, pick up one leg, and as I kick, I'm going to lift my butt off the ground. I'm using both hands as posts, lifting and kicking. Ready? Front kick. Hana. You can also use the third limb, that is your other leg, as a post as well. Ready? Toe. Set. Net. Tatsu. Yasu. Ugo. Yoro. Aho. One more. Yo. Good. Now we're going to kick with the other leg. Same deal. Ready? Front kick. Hana. Toe. Set. Net. Tatsu. Yasu. Ugo. Yoro. Aho. Yo. And relax. Okay. So now I want to put that together with our stand-up. So I'm going to start on the ground. I just got knocked down in the fight. I ended up on my butt. Don't know how, but I ended up here. I'm going to start by clearing some space with my legs. So I'm going to take one arm and post, take the opposite leg and post, and then this leg here is going to do the kick. Now, you can either do this with one hand touching the ground or two hands. Again, one hand means I have a hand up to protect myself. Two hands means I'm a little bit more stable. I can get more power on this kick. So I'm going to pick myself off the ground and kick with this leg that's straight right now. Again, one hand post, opposite leg post. I'm kicking with this leg that's straight. So I pick my body off the ground, kick, and then I'm going to pull it under me into this position. As I pull it under me, I definitely want this other hand up to keep me safe as I stand up here. So again, from the seated position, post, one hand and one leg, the other hand can post for now. I lift, kick, pull that foot under, and then stand up. Because of course our opponent is trying to get us. As soon as we kick them, they're probably going to come forward and try and get us. So we got to be fast after we land that kick. Okay, again, from seated position, I'm just going to do the one side, but if you guys want to switch back and forth, you're welcome to. Post, one hand on opposite foot, post with the other hand, lift your body up, kick, pull that foot under, this hand comes up to the guard position, and I can stand up into my fighting stance. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to punch, kick, or block. Again, have a seat. Up and down, up and down. Okay, post, lift, kick, pull, and stand up. Excellent. One more time with my help. Post, one hand opposite foot, lift and kick, pull the foot under, and stand up. Excellent. Have a seat. Okay, let's try that on your own. I'm not going to walk you through it. Let's just practice for a minute or so. Go when you're ready. Start from seated, post, kick, stand up. Excellent. All right, now I want to work on our speed a little bit more, so have a seat. This time I'm going to count us off. I'm going to say ready, set, go, and then you're going to try and execute this as fast as you can. So for now, just start in a seated position. Once I say go, you'll post, lift, kick, pull it under, and stand up. Try and execute that as fast as you can. On your marks, get set, and go. Excellent, and have a seat. On your marks, get set, go. And have a seat. Okay, last one. This one's for all the marbles, all the metaphorical cookies in a metaphorical cookie jar. On your marks, get set, go. Excellent job. And show, relax. Well done. So, we're going to finish off today with some kicking from the standing position. We did planting the floor. Now we're going to do it from standing. At the end, we're going to see if we have time to put together one more combination with our ground techniques along with our standing techniques. So, from the standing position, we're going to work on our front kick and our back kick. Front kick obviously going in front of us, back kick going behind us. So first front kick, easy peasy. Right leg back, fighting stance, hands up. Front kick, our knee comes up first. We use that to aim, snap and kick, put it back. Ready? Hopefully we've done this one before, it should be easy peasy. Front kick, my command, hana. Toe. Set. Net. Toss it. Chote, switch your feet. Other leg, hana. Toe. Set. Net. One more, toss it. Excellent, and relax. All right, so now we're going to do our back kick. We're going to start with our back kick with our back to our opponent. Now, am I going to walk up in a fight and then turn my back to fight like this? Definitely not. However, maybe our opponent's behind us, maybe they're trying to grab us from behind, and there's also an easier way to start the kick. We'll do the spinning version next. So, our back is to the target. I'm going to be looking this way and kicking that way. If I'm going to be looking behind me, I have to be, sorry, I said that wrong. If I'm going to be kicking behind me, I have to be looking behind me. So the first step is to turn my head and look over my shoulder, and then the second step is to throw the kick backwards. Whichever way I'm looking, that's the leg I kick with. If I look right, right leg kicks. If I look left, left leg kicks. Let's try it. Feet apart, hands up. Look, back kick, hana. Then look the other way, toe. Look the other way, set. Net. Switching sides every time. Toss it. Yas it. Ugo. Yoro. Aho. Yo. Well done. So, pretty simple. Hopefully, we have done back kicks on this online class before. Now I'm going to try the spinning back kick. So this one's going to be a little bit more complicated. I'm going to start facing my target. That's you guys. Don't worry, I'm not actually kicking you. I'm sure you weren't scared. I am across the country right now. So, spinning back kick. First step is I'm just going to turn my body and look to the back. Then I'm going to look over my back shoulder so I can see you, and finally kick with my back foot. If my right foot is back, I'm turning towards my right, looking over my right shoulder, and kicking with my right foot. That's the foot that started farther away. So when we do this a little bit faster, it looks like this. Obviously, we're going to take our time for now, but the goal with this kick is not spend too much time with our back to our opponent. Let's take it slow for now. Ready? Turn, look back, kick back. Excellent. One more time, slow on this side. Turn, look back, kick back. Excellent. Now I'm just going to say go, and you do the whole kick. Ready? Hana. Make sure you can see your target before you kick it. Even if you're kicking in the air, make sure you're looking in that direction before you try and throw your leg out. Ready? Spin kick. Toe. Set. Net. One more. Toss it. And kyote. Switch your feet. So if your left foot is back, you're turning towards your left, looking over your left shoulder, and kicking with your left foot. Ready? Turn. Look over your shoulder, make sure you can see your target, and kick. One more time, slow. Turn, look, and kick. This is a fun kick, but if you're getting too dizzy, take a second, settle yourself, and then get back into it. All right, spin back kick. Ready? Hana. Same leg. Toe. Set. Net. Last one, best one. Toss it. And show. Relax. Okay, final drill. Now I'm going to put together our break fall, our stand up, and finish with a combination. So let's start from seated position. You can do the break fall from standing. We're just going to keep it simple for now. Make sure you're practicing safe, especially those of you who have a harder floor. So we're going to start from seated position. We'll start from with our break fall. Cross, tuck, rock back, and slap. After I hit the ground from here, I'm going to go up to my post position, throw my kick, pull it under, stand up, and then finish with a kick from standing. You can either do front kick or back kick once you stand up, your choice. Okay, again, I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to go through slow, and then we'll go through fast to finish. Start seated. Cross, tuck, rock back, slap. That's your break fall, step one. Good, now we do a kick and stand up. Post, lift and kick, pull it under, stand up. That's step two is the kick and stand up. And step three, finish with a kick, either front kick or spin back kick, your choice. Again, from seated position. Okay, this time we're going a little bit faster. Do your best to keep up. Ready? Break fall. Post kick. Stand up and kick. Excellent. Have a seat. Up and down, up and down. All right, ready? Break fall. Post kick. Stand up and kick. And have a seat. Okay. Last time, test time. Whole thing all by yourself. I'm not going to say a word. I know that's hard. I don't usually shut up. All by yourself. Whole combination. Ready? Get set and go. Excellent work. Last time, same thing all by yourself. On your marks, get set and go. and relax. Fantastic job. Like I said, these skills are easy to practice if you're on something softer. If you want to pull out a mattress and do these skills on there, you can do these a little bit faster. Make sure you're practicing safe. Always most important is that we're practicing safely, okay? All right, well done. Let's face it. Check it. And yeah. Right hand up. Hana, two, set. Tangsu.